This week we're on the Isle of Mull, a beautiful island just off the coast of Scotland. I've come here to do a route that's been on my to-do list for a long time. This is Kintra, a granite crag just by the sea. It's a great place to spend the day, and it's home to Iceburn, an unrepeated E8. This climb was put up in 2016 by Dave MacLeod, and it follows a striking crack line up a clean wall of granite. It's pretty safe, but it's around French 8 plus just the top rope, so by the time you've placed all that gear, you're pretty pumped. My first day on the route went really well. I figured out all the moves, but the hot conditions were making links feel pretty unlikely. I decided to call it a day to save my skin and come back when it was a little cooler. Things went a lot better on my second session. I took my time warming up, cleaned the route as well as I could, then made sure that I was well practiced on all of the tricky sections. But I wasn't too sure if I was fit enough to seriously consider having a lead burn. I've only been doing links, but my forearms are absolutely blasted. But I have made some really good progress, and I'm really happy with how it's going so far, considering it's only the second session and this is by far the hardest D8 I've ever tried. I'm feeling like maybe third or fourth session I might be able to do it, depending on how it is placing the gear, because I'm getting close to being able to top rope it clean just on my own, but placing that gear is going to make it pumpy. Later that afternoon I found myself tied into the sharp end and figured that I should just have a go and give it my best shot. I was surprised with how relaxed I felt on the lower section. I made sure to have a quick shake whenever I needed it, but I was feeling really strong and made it past the crux without too much hassle. The crux section starts at around half height. It's a series of left-hand side pulls where you end up laid back in the side of the crack. It's a bit too flared here to get any jumps in, so you really have to use your feet. After that, it felt like a matter of just staying composed all the way to the top. I was feeling really confident, and I honestly thought that I had this one in the bag. So, I've just had my first lead burn, and it actually went way better than I thought it was going to go. I was absolutely cruising it up until the rest, and I just had like the most annoying thing happen, which is like the worst thing imaginable on a really good head point or red point, is when your foot just randomly pops. I fully thought I was going to do it as well. But one thing I wanted to mention a little bit was that obviously I got quite frustrated when I fell off, and the interesting thing about this is that I think people often like kind of suppress that side of them, and I don't think that's actually very good in a performance scenario. When frustration becomes an issue in scenarios like this is when you kind of hold on to it and you let it ruin the rest of your session. The way you've got to do it is as soon as you hit the ground, that mood's got to switch and you've got to go happy mode again, and that's exactly what I did. And well, it kind of happened even on just the way down. I was just having a great time, and I was really proud of the fact that I managed to get up there in the first place. But yeah, no, it is still very frustrating. That is for sure. After failing on the route, I didn't really feel like giving it another go, so I decided to call it a day and just enjoy the wonderful place we were in. My fiancée Anna taught me how to fish, and we spent a really fun few hours trying to catch dinner. I didn't have much success, but Anna managed it in the end. Something that I really love about climbing is it does take you to the most spectacular places, and this is just a great example of that. A couple of days later we were back, and I was feeling ready to give Iceburn my best shot. feels harder than the E8 bit. I'm really looking forward to this go. I've spent the last 3 sessions just kind of working the route, getting it dialed, and yeah, getting it to a point where I think it's gonna flow really nicely. Yeah, it's just kind of one of those routes that felt really hard when I first started trying it, and now that I've got a good sequence together, I'm feeling really confident. You know you're ready when you're feeling confident. That's it's a really good thing that I live by. Whilst head pointing, it's really easy to overthink and become overwhelmed. The thought of placing all the gear and staying calm can be a daunting task. Something that I've learned is to just focus on my breathing and relax my grip. And before I know it, I'm in the zone and I'm having the best fun. As I come down, I'm so pumped still. It's literally like, oh, it's so hard. I swear it's like 8B on gear. Oh, I mean, it feels like 8B plus by the time you place all that gear. It's so hard. I'm absolutely ruined from it, but I'm so happy. It's so rare that, you know, Dave MacLeod just end up getting a repeat, and especially when they're like this as well, when they're just like right by the coast, hard to get in condition. The weather can sometimes be a little bit of a pain in Scotland, but I mean, it ain't been repeated for what, 15 years or something, I'm assuming, since Dave Mac's probably done this, and it's completely clean, lovely. I've had a great time being here as well. Scotland really is just such a wicked place. Thanks for tuning in to another one of my climbing adventures. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe and I'll see you again soon.